Good Sunday morning. It is March 16, 2025. We're going to look at the severe threat for today. We haven't had an uptick in at least the severe weather possibilities area. We'll have to see how things come together here throughout the day. And so I'll be watching and monitoring, and you should definitely have a radio, like a storm radio or a weather outlet, and definitely your phone ready for alerts, as we could have some interesting weather throughout the day. We'll have to see. I think this SBC slight risk may get expanded a little bit further east, but anyway, this is kind of where we are right now. This is showing in general that there's about a 15% chance of some thunderstorms that could be severe within the region. It's a slight risk category. And then there is definitely spin in the atmosphere, so there could be an isolated tornado. It's about a 5% chance of a tornado in the area. Maybe some hail, not a strong percent there, but about a 5% chance of that. And then also just a chance for gusty winds, which I think is probably the primary risk from today. But the deal is, there is some spin in the atmosphere because there's a low way off to the west that's got some what they call vorticity, or some spinning up in the atmosphere. I definitely can see it on the models this morning. The question is, how much instability will we get? Will we actually get sustaining thunderstorms? I think it's possible. So we definitely need to watch out. It's strong, not strong, but some gusty winds from the south this morning. If you've been outside, it's very humid. So basically, they're saying that this is kind of the risk here in their discussion this morning. Or basically in the high valley, there's upper trough. I'm not going to go into a whole bunch of things, but basically they're saying that there is a chance for some possible rotation. So a few brief tornadoes are possible in some of these storms, but really it looks like just a straight, line threat. So anyway, I don't want to over worry you about tornadoes. Tornadoes are pretty rare in this area. They're also not very strong usually. Unfortunately, we saw the tornadoes in the Dixie Alley area, that's Mississippi, Alabama, up into Tennessee, Kentucky yesterday, and between the storms on Friday and Saturday, over 34 people have been killed. So very sad news there. Let's take a look at the current radar. Here's this first batch of moisture, and depending on how much of this moisture gets up into this area, it could steal a lot of the potential energy for any storms today. We'll still have to see how much this interacts. Here we are way up here in Loudoun. This is actually moving up in this region, so I suspect we'll see some showers even this morning. They were showing up on the radar around 10 a.m. On the forecast, which you'll see the forecast models. Then what happens is there's a break, and then later this evening, the question is, or this afternoon, depending on the models, will there be another line of some storms? And at that point, will there be enough spin in the atmosphere to be anything concerning or alarming? So that's kind of what we're looking at. So expect these showers to move through. Maybe some rumbles of thunder. Maybe some gusty winds. I don't know necessarily if they'll be severe, but some gusty winds out of them possible, and some brief rain, heavy rain. All right, so we're going to look at two different sets of models. Hold on really quick. This is a North American model. It is updated as of this morning at 6 or earlier this morning. As we move forward, here comes the potential for some of the showers, like I mentioned before. I'm looking really for more of the high level, thunderstorm potential possibilities here. So you see through noon or whatever, here is the first batch of moisture and rain showers, maybe a few embedded thunderstorms. I don't know if these will be severe, but they look kind of south of us and south and east of us. They move on out, and then we have a little bit of a break, maybe some more showers and thunderstorms forming in a secondary line, and that will come through. Look at the time, 5 p.m. this evening, or late this afternoon. These look pretty strong, so we'll have to watch and see what these are. Are they alarming or not? And even later on this evening, maybe another batch of some showers and storms moving through. This would be good for rainfall for sure. But we have to watch. That's several lines or embedded showers that could potentially bring quite a bit of rain. Let's see what that rainfall outlook is on this North American model. It's all about where the storms end up falling. Look, here's 3.5 inches or 3.2 inches here. And some of these storms not too far away, or 1.5 inches to maybe 2 inches. So if the thunderstorms end up grouping over top of us, it could be quite a bit of rain. But you see, if they don't, look at this. I mean, not even barely any rain on these. So we'll have to see exactly what happens from these. This is the forecast model. Let's see what the Weather Prediction Center is calling for. They're looking for, it looks like maybe 3/4 of an inch up to an inch of rain. So that'd be good. We need the rain for sure. So we'll see what comes of that. But here, let's go to the next model. I think it's important for us to look at other model output. All right, so here's the HRR map. I mean, this is good for short range modeling, especially around convection. So this is 8 a.m. this morning. This updates every hour, so we're about to get another update. So here are these showers this morning that are going to come in, but so you see this definitely has a strong push for heavier showers about midday. So here about noon, and some stronger showers and storms are moving through. And then this one's got an alarming look here. This is around 3 p.m. this afternoon. This is a very strong thunderstorm. It's got rotation in it. That's what you're seeing here outlined. So rotation could mean a potential thunderstorm. Now, realize this is just a model depiction. Doesn't mean this is coming true, that this is reality. It just means these are elements it's looking at as a potential or possibility. So I'll definitely be watching the next forecast. Also look at the previous one to see if this is consistent. But as we move through the day, you see that strong thunderstorm moving to our north. So it looks like it just scrapes by here as it's moving through far southeastern areas. Here it's just, still depicting where that curvature was from before. Then that moves on out. So curvature, which I just mean like it's potentially spinning. And it's moving on out, and then maybe even some later in the afternoon, pop-up showers and thunderstorms, or evening, and then even maybe later, some more pop-up showers and thunderstorms. So this one's pretty active for showing us different rounds of showers and storms, which would be, again, good for rain, but that one set of very heavy ones is a little bit concerning. Let me just show you what I mean here. Here is the spin potential, showing the helicity, the spinning, and we're looking for elements of spinning thunderstorms. This is kind of the forecast model we're looking at. So as we move through, we can see here's the one that it's talking about. So you can see it goes up into southeastern parts of Loudoun and then up into Maryland. Something we'll just have to watch. I mean, is this true? I don't know. Later on, it shows some spinning out here to the west. Again, there is potential, 5% chance that we'll have some spinning thunderstorms today. Whether or not they produce anything, it's just a matter of a question. So here's autographs. Remember, I think I was telling you yesterday, you're looking for that arc, kind of like a hook over to the right. Everything is got that look. So this means that up in the atmosphere, imagine if you let go a balloon up in the atmosphere, this is what would happen to that balloon. It would go up and again kind of get pulled to the right. That shows spin, meaning different wind velocities in the upper part of the atmosphere. And later this afternoon, when we're worried about that thing around 3 o'clock, you can see this is why I think it's picking up on it. You see that strong hook here, which shows a pretty good twist the atmosphere. Something we're definitely gonna have to watch out for if we get some strong convection. If it's possible, if we can get it, this afternoon would be the concern. Not later this evening. It's later this evening would just be some potentially wind threat. So it's something we're definitely gonna have to watch for here today. Really quickly look at that HRR map. By the way, I went through and looked at all the previous models. None of them showed that rotating thunderstorm. This is the first run, the latest one that showed that rotating thunderstorm. They do show batches of rainfall. So, I mean, anywhere, like I said, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And if we get those thunderstorms to persist and or be double or triple, 1 to 2 inches is possible locally. So, always more chances in the thunderstorm if it happens to be beside your house. So. My controls to start or stop have stopped. Okay, there we go. And with that, I'm going to end this recording. It's very long, but I did want to highlight everything I saw on the short-term models today. Definitely did just be weather aware. Again, potential doesn't mean reality. Just because you have the potential for spinning thunderstorms, just because you have the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms, means nothing. Reality could be totally different. It all depends about what energy ends up being available, how much destabilization we get in the atmosphere. All these things matter. But I'd say, hey, we have a higher than normal chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms that could rotate today. Depending on which models, there could be several rounds of storms. And the ones, first set of showers could come in later this morning, then another set around 2 or 3, it looks like, on these models, and maybe another round when the front comes through this evening. So a lot going on that we got to watch. Have a good day. Stay weather aware. It's been your Loudoun Weather Outlook.